Artificial turf, a synthetic mimic of natural grass, is revolutionizing stadium fields. Manufactured with durable fibers and often filled with rubber or sand, it offers a consistent, all-weather playing surface. This modern solution enhances gameplay, reduces maintenance, and extends field usability, making it a preferred choice for professional players. Today, in this video, we will see how artificial turf is made and installed on the playground. The journey of artificial turf begins with the selection of high-quality raw materials. The primary components are synthetic polyethylene, polypropylene, and nylon. The grass of turf is made from pellets of polypropylene and polyethylene, and the backing layers are made of synthetic nylon. The process starts with putting the transparent plastic pellets along with the colored pellets into hopper. The specific colored pellets determine the various colors of the turf. Additionally, some special additives are also added, which protect grass from ultraviolet rays. An extruder machine heats and melts the plastic pellets, forming a thick molten resin which extrudes through extruder. The extruder has a perforated die plate that extrudes the molten plastic into continuous strands. The strands extracting from extruder are soft and too much hot, so it is then immediately passed through a drop of water so that it cools down and separates each strands by solidifying. At this stage, the thickness of strands are inappropriate to become blades of grass, so it is stretched in the next process to make it thin like grass blades. Stretching also increases their strength and elasticity, making them resilient, for which strands are passed through a number of rollers that pulls the strands through an enormous comb to keep them separated. Rollers stretch the strands until they become as thin as real grass. After that, strands are wrapped into a spool. Once the spool is full, it is removed. Next, the ends of the different spools are rewound together into a separate spool to multiply the synthetic yarn. In the production line, mesh fabric merges with synthetic sheeting to create a backing layer. Meanwhile, the multiplied synthetic yarn travels through tubing to a tufting machine. The tufting machine is a giant sewing machine which has up to 250 needles. These needles stitch the yarn into backing layer to create a dense grass-like mat. They effectively stitch hundreds of rows per minute. On the other side, small knives cut the looped yarn so it looks spikes of grass. The process of stitching is much faster than immersing the natural grass. Next, an inspector examines the turf to make sure the yarns are perfectly stitched to the backing layer. After that, the machinery moves the turf forward to the coating roller. The rollers apply latex and polyethylene adhesive throughout the back of the turf. The adhesive is slightly wet at this point that needs to be dried, for which it is passed close to fluorescent light and hot air. Coating secure and lock the fiber in their place and also provides additional stability and durability to the turf. Once the coating is finished, the hot pins burn into the backing layer, providing proper water drainage to prevent the surface from pooling. After that, the artificial grass go through some brushing and finishing rollers. This process checks and makes sure all grasses are upright and consistent. Any loosed fibers and imperfections might be trimmed and removed in this process. Once everything is finalized, the mats are cut into pieces according to a size needed by operation. Finally, the artificial turf is rolled up in the spool. Before that, the edge of artificial turf is stapled into a spool to hold on tight during rolling. After rolling, it is wrapped with polythene sheets from all around and fastened using packing tape. Now, the artificial turf is ready to supply in retail market or transport at the operational site. Before artificial turf can be installed on a playground, The surface needs proper preparation to ensure a safe and durable play area. The existing surface is cleared of grass, plants and debris. This step is crucial to remove any obstructions and create a clean slat. Next, the ground is excavated and labeled, typically to a depth of 2 to 4 inches, depending on the design requirements. After that, the soil is compacted to ensure a stable base. This process involves using heavy machinery to compress the soil and reduce its volume. Next, the pipeline of the drainage system is laid across the entire ground. Proper drainage is crucial for artificial turf to prevent water from pooling on the surface. The specific type of perforated pipe are laid in a gravel trench. This pipe collects water that percolates through the turf and the base layer and directs it away from the field. Next, above the drainage pipe and compacted soil surface, a layer of crushed stones or gravel is then spread across the area. This layer helps with water filtration and provides additional stability to the base. The surface is then compacted to provide a stable and level foundation for the turf. The depth of this layer can vary, but it is typically around 4 to 6 inches. To prevent weeds from growing, a weed barrier is laid over the compacted base. This fabric acts as a barrier to prevent weeds growing through the turf while still allowing water to pass through. This step is essential for maintaining a clean and maintenance-free surface. After that, the artificial turf is unrolled and laid out over the prepared base. To make the unrolling process faster, the roll is attached to a vehicle with a rod. The turf is then flattened out and removed any remaining imperfections manually. The laying process is repeated again and again until fill the whole site with artificial turf. Once the turf laid on whole site, the oversized edges might be trimmed to achieve a precise fit around the perimeter area. The seams of the turf is passed from underneath. A strip of fabric is laid between the edge of two turf with pasting adhesive material and carefully stick both edges on that strip to ensure they become seamless. Next, to create a marking line, the turf is narrowly cut following marking line and replaced with white colored artificial turf. Next, to prevent the turf from wrinkling, the weight of turf is increased by spreading a combination of sand and rubber granules over the whole turf. This infill increases the weight of turf and helps to hold in place. It also provides cushion and aids in water drainage. During spreading, the turf is also brushed and groomed to ensure the fibers stand upright and the surface is even. This also helps to distribute the infills more evenly. Finally, the entire surface is inspected to ensure it meets the required standards for evenness. So this was how artificial turf is manufactured and installed on the surface. If you gained something new from this video, hit the like button and tell me in the comment box what manufacturing secrets you want to see. I will appreciate your comment and immediately create a video on that topic. Till then, subscribe to this channel to get latest update first. Thank you for watching this video.